Greetings, Belters, Europans, and everyone in the space in between. Red Rupee here, along with Deckard.
How's it going?
Bringing you the very first inaugural Replay Tuesday here at Sparky Pants Studios. We've got a match here, Kidcroft versus Weebee, on our very first match tonight.
Sitting here on Juggernaut. We have two maps in the rotation, and this one's going to be Juggernaut. It's our basic map. And it looks like we've got Weebee going for 2 tanks versus Kidcroft's 1 tank, 1 gunner. They're making their final selection right now.
Yeah, it looks like we've got the classic recon coming in here with rockets and, what do we have, shielded actuators. Although, is that conductive spike or?
That is...
Normally we see stub guns, so it'll be interesting to see what comes out of that.
That is conductive spike.
So getting into the match here, we've got one of each on Kidcroft's side. We've got Weebee going for double tank and a gunner, so no heals on his side of the map. We'll have to see if that sustain comes into play later in the game. What do you think going into this? Who do you think has the edge with, do you think the tanks are going to rule here? We do have Alpha Strike on the field.
We do have Alpha Strike on the field. I think Weebee with the double tank might have the upper advantage because of, well, no... yes, Palm Rockets and Shredder Field with Landfall. That is a strong combo these days.
Yeah, it can definitely play into this a lot. Just having that extra tank, if he can run the field with just 1 tank and 1 gunner, his backup tank can really farm around. Seeing this first initial engagement here, Recon getting perilously low as he tries to muscle around that vice there, but the other Recon's looking healthy. He's going to have to retreat through the balls pit. I don't know if he's going to make it. He's going to take a couple hits. The stun goes down, actually stuns the boss to save his own life. That's a miraculous play even from the get-go here, just at the 14-minute mark.
Very quick opening with that. A lot of action going on.
Widget and Recon now facing off up top. It looks like Widget's going to get muscled out again. This level 1 Recon already doing a lot of damage. Forced off the level 2 Recon, which managed to escape just barely. Vice up top looks like he grabbed himself a core, and the vision tower's going down for Weebee. Long-range rocket barrage coming in, doing a big old hit on Recon there. Looking like he's going to have to go home.
Weebee's Recon going down.
Oh, man, you can see the dropship techs shaking their head at that one. That's going to be a mess. Recon's heading on back home. It's looking pretty stable on either side. A lot of damage has gone down, but nothing really in the way of scores or objective points yet. The Eradicate's neck and neck.
Weebee's uploading right now. Gonna finish that. Dino Vortex pulling in Vice and Recon. Recon low. Pulverizer's not doing the job. Yeah. Vice has to retreat to the the base ship.
And it looks like Recon's not quite going to get it off. Rocket barrage dodged by Vice. A quick reaction there. Saw those rockets in the sky and pulled on back. 1-1 even up now for both players. A couple minutes into this game after the first scuffle. The last level 1 hives are still on the field. But, oh man, Recon playing it a little dangerous up there. Always playing the cocky gunner. And Widget just whittling away at this little hive over here.
Now we got Kidcroft trying to take out this middle top hive. Gets it. Also Amoeba Protocol raising his HP by 15. That's a maximum you can get of 20 stacks on that. So 300 HP per alpha, hive, and rig, and boss kill.
Yeah, if you really pay attention to that and get your last hits down, it can make a huge difference for what otherwise would be a level 1 rig. It looks like he's planning on keeping that Vice pretty low anyways, because as Recon's level 4, I'm sure Widget's going to be getting those other levels as the game goes on, but we'll have to see how it plays from there.
Yeah, classic leveling, carrying gunner carry from Kidcroft. Probably going to go for the level 5 and get that the Recon ultimate. Oh, Weebee in with the Eradicate. That's a little late. We're at the 11-12 minute mark.
Yeah, normally you see that go down at around the 13-minute mark.
Yeah,
both players have been playing so aggressively.
Yeah, early aggression.
Farm time.
Completely, probably forgot about Eradicate or just didn't have time to farm it.
Vice still pounding away over here, just crushing bugs any way he can.
And we got a fight over the vision tower on the right side. Weebee is...
Yeah, he's struggling to maintain that total vision. The blue tower, both towers are blue on the right. One is blue on the left, and wow, it's just gonna be whoever can win this team fight. If Weebee can't force this off, total vision, that's gonna be another 2 points going to Kidcroft.
Oh, Dino Vortex in, Shredder Field activated.
These guys are putting out some damage, but it's just hard to cut through 2 tanks with while you're taking out that central vision tower right in front of your opponent's base. On Juggernaut, you really need at least one rig down to really be able to lock down that vision tower if you can't catch your opponent off guard.
It's almost impossible to get vision tower if all 3 rigs are around of your opposing
once
team.
the battle starts and you're not on the surprise anymore, I don't think it's going to happen. But anyways, Recon's battling back and forth. Nice kiting going on from the blue side over here. Widget coming in maybe with a stun.
Weebee overextended.
Oh, one more shot is all Widget needs instead to upload instead, but it doesn't look like... Oh, there himself with his own tank. Vice turned in to doom his own Recon there.
But meanwhile, Weebee, his Dino Vortex, brought in Widget off the uplink to stop the uplink. Recon
stuck on the uplink, unfortunately. He's going to go down there to Warhead. Didn't have a way out of that. That Dino Vortex left him kind of stranded there. Widget looks like she's going to be able to get away. She took that hook without much trouble, so she's pretty beefy as far as a mechanic goes. You really need to lock her down. Can't get an easy kill on her like you can with Cortex or Turbine sometimes.
No. And if you just notice, Weebee dropped off a core at the uplink for his other healthier tank to keep uploading. I believe it's Warhead uploading right now.
Yeah, Warhead.
No, I'm sorry, it's Vice uploading.
Yeah, running the center.
Core.
But making sure he gets that vision tower down, he's kind of concerned, I'm sure, at this point after almost losing total vision there. He does have a 2-point lead now, so it would only even the game up. But even so, it looks like, wow, we're only 9 minutes left on the map right now, and no alphas have gone down at all. And just now we're seeing some farming going down. Both players at level 7 and knocking out their first alpha.
And as you can see, Weebee's Vice has put back pressure on the vision tower capture game.
Yeah, it's really making sure that Recon can't go out to farm and help his allies there, but when there's one vision tower on the map, it kind of forces your hand and doesn't allow you to really run the map as you'd otherwise like to.
Kidcroft has, rocket launch.
Rockets going down from both sides there. It looks like a big whiff for blue team. Red still kind of just hanging out. Vice passively regenerating HP there. He does have Obscure Vitality and Resolute Stand, I believe, which we normally see on Warhead. But.
Right. Kidcroft got some good micro. Oh, he's laying down the ultimate. Oh, and he misses it.
Yeah, that was kind of a bit brazen to just throw that down right there. Maybe he was just trying to stall out while his other 2 rigs farm away so he can get that Alpha Strike edge. I'm not sure what he was going for.
And Warhead with the landfall escape.
What do you think, as Kidcroft, he needs to do to get into this game right now? He's kind of been on the back foot in most of the game. Despite having a couple good team fights here and there, he's still constantly been a couple points back.
Well, with Dino Vortex on Weebee, the mobility of Kidcroft really gets hampered. We're used to seeing, gunners with thrusters to escape that kind of stuff. But Weebee has Dino Vortex and... I'm sorry, no.
Yeah, Dino Vortex and Palm
Dino
Rockets.
Vortex and Palm Rockets. So we're getting double pullback on his opponent, Kidcroft. So for Kidcroft to overcome this, he's going to have to make sure that he either fake engages and pulls away, or beats Weebee at the Alpha Strike game, because Weebee actually has less mobility in terms of moving his tanks around the map to get these objectives complete. While Kidcroft could maybe outplay him on killing alphas faster.
Yeah, I think he should be more aggressive in getting in on his opponent's side, trying to make sure those alphas don't go down so easily. He could easily nab some alpha kills with his Recon and Widget running around, playing a lot more aggressively since he does have the heals on the field that his opponent does not.
He also needs to focus in on where he's actually launching his rocket barrage, because he completely whiffed just 2 moments ago. He got the Alpha slain just there, but he needs to focus more on where he's firing, because the Alphas are going to continue moving and aggroing. Oh, we've got some...
Oh, that was a nice little dance they were doing there. Not normally a tactic you see on the field, but sometimes teams just have to celebrate in mid-core hunt.
And as you can see on the mini-map, both players are leaving some cores behind on their map, on their side of the map.
Yeah, normally, I try really hard. Oh man, here comes the orbital bombardment. Let's see, it's not quite going to be enough to knock Vice out. Recon's moving in to assist, but I don't know if Vice is going to make it out of there or not.
He does. He makes it to the home base to heal through the dropship.
Wow, 4 to 5 right now, and it's still anyone's game. The
Kidcroft is uploaded. Oh, what is that? That was a
point-blank rocket barrage. Dropped him right on top of his own head, but not really to much effect. Of course, the other Recon's still very mobile, So that's not going to land too well. Vice moving to engage. Maybe... Oh, I thought he was just going to go in for the
Positron Condenser went down.
Stunned, but not really. Oh, man, the total vision. I wasn't even paying attention to that either. I'm sure Weebee has to be surprised on that. He was fighting for that vision tower, but it just wasn't enough. Couldn't get that beefy Widget or Vice off of the point in time.
Landfall coming in to cut off Widget's retreat.
But it's not enough. Warhead without the support of either his other tank or at least that Recon. I think that's the main problem right now as Weebee gets into the late game, is that he just doesn't have the damage output to keep up with the sustainability of Kidcroft's build right here. 7-5 right now. Still a couple cores in the center of the map, so Weebee should be able to get back into this and tie it up without too much effort right now. But 2 to 3 alphas right now in the Alpha Strike game. The last objective, that could definitely be the decider in this game because it's otherwise been very close. Dino Vortex going down, and we're seeing these great pulls come in from both of these tanks on Weebee's side, but his Recon hasn't been around. I feel like he really needs to condense his forces whenever he chooses a team fight.
Completely. There's really no point in doing Dino Vortex if you're not going to follow it up with a rocket cluster right on the end location of that Dino Vortex. Comboed with Shredder Field, it's that's usually the...
Yeah, I'd expect to see that maybe on Warhead instead of Vice, just so you get that extra slow. You can get those extra shots in there, but really, Weebee hasn't been able to lock down any kills right now. Nice little escape there. Apparently, Warhead was feeling a little...
Yeah, feeling the heat with the defensive landfall escape, and now we've got...
Vice using his Armor Mastery to really try to knock out those that quick double alpha kill, hopefully on the top right hive.
Armor Mastery is the ultimate from Vice. Sorry, the special move from Vice that lowers everybody's armor around him and increases his own and his allies.
Yeah, it makes him nigh on indestructible so long as himself and his allies stay in that field, and makes everything else way easier to take down. You can see he's taken a level 3 hive on his own so far, and he was still only down to about half health.
Indeed, but he also was not paying attention. He needs to micromanage that Vice over to get into range of that alpha, or else he's going to keep taking hits.
Yeah, you really got to make sure you're taking out the alphas. I mean, even Recon right now, it seems like Weebee's just kind of spread a little too thin right now. He's got all of his rigs on different hives right now, and they're all taking quite a beating. You can see on the health bars there on the top right that he's pretty much all beat up all around. So if his enemy decided to get a little aggressive right now, he'd be pretty much out of the match.
He is 2 points away from Alpha Strike, though, so that could turn the tide very quickly.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he actually has the alphas required to finish that off yet or not.
Oh my gosh, he let his
Recon fall to the kibosh. You never want to let that happen.
This could be the moment where he loses the game for sure, because he needed all 3 rigs to traverse the map and find his final remaining 2 alphas. And now we've got Weebee we have Kidcroft coming in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, looking for alphas. Hunting, he knows his opponent's close, and he wants to make sure he can shut that down if possible. He's got even his own Vice up on the top left map, trying to make sure he can get a couple more alphas of his own. It's 5-7 right now, still 10-6. All things considered, though, if Weebee does get the Alpha Strike, it's not going to be the end. Warhead dropping the Encase. Widget in a lot of trouble right now. Checking up on Vice. Still going to be able to take out that 3rd hive all on his own. Vice is so beefy. The best farmer in the game, if you ask me.
We've got Recon. Kidcroft's Recon is on enemy territory, facing 2 tanks. And Vice is about to go down for Kidcroft, but he narrowly escapes to go back to the dropship to heal.
Literally limping home. Looks like Widget's going to do the cleanup crew over there. Recon's probably not really concerned too much about the way he's got those tanks over there. I mean, I think that right now Weebee could play kind of aggressive and get in there on that Recon with those 2
especially
pools.
with both his tanks at level 5. He's got Armory Master, and the Encase ultimate special moves that really could lock down Kidcroft in a team fight and team wipe him if possible.
Yeah, that Recon's out on its own. If that Recon goes down, there's really not a lot of damage that Kidcroft has to bring to the field in these team fights. So I think he should really prioritize trying to pull that Recon, just get both those tanks in, hook him in, then Dino Vortex.
Oh no, we got Kidcroft with the...
Oh! Recon eliminated completely with a strike from on high.
Orbital Strike. Special move, taking out Recon.
That shell doesn't mess around, man.
No, and Kidcroft has caught up a little bit on Alpha Strike. He's at 6 out of 9. Weebee's still at 7 out of 9. 1 minute left in the game.
I don't think the Alpha Strike's even going to happen at this rate. Let's see, another rocket barrage going down right on top of Warhead, but these tanks are so beefy. He's got both his tanks as level 5. There's so much meat to cut through here. Even a level 5 Recon is having trouble finishing off this Warhead all the way back to the dropship.
And in fact, Kidcroft, he should have known that he couldn't have taken that out. There's just too much health on that. He shouldn't have been chasing down. There's these little mistakes that are happening left and right, but he is 2 points up, so he does have that lead. He just
2
has
points
to
is going to be nothing, though, if these 2 alphas go to his opponent.
Exactly.
He could have been uploading this whole time instead of
Warhead with the landfall doing damage on the impact.
Oh
Shredder
my
field,
gosh.
double Shredder field.
There's one alpha goes down for red.
2
Both go to
alphas.
red. Weebee gets the alpha strike. 2 points ahead now suddenly with only 20 seconds left. The uploads are going down right now on the uplink. Weebee needs to get up there and interrupt that.
This
If
might
he can
go into
just
overtime.
If he just waits long enough, he can use his Dino Vortex to pull his enemy off of that uplink after the timer's finished.
And Weebee's pulled off the encase.
Oh
Armor
my
mastery
gosh.
in the air. Encase does not stop an uplink.
The uplink stops.
The uplink pulled off on his own.
Oh my gosh, he canceled it himself. Widget could have taken it into overtime, but a huge mistake there at the end costs Weebee the game. Or sorry, costs Kidcroft the game and gives Weebee the game.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Not sure what he was doing pulling Widget off there at the uplink.
Down
but,
to the wire on that. Looking at the match timeline, you can see it was going back and forth for a little bit at the beginning, but then Kidcroft took a solid lead and then just kind of let Weebee. It's those little mistakes like you were mentioning. When Recon was chasing that tank back to the field, he could have been uploading a core, and that would have at least tied it up, and then Widget's upload would have been for the win, not for the tie.
Exactly.
But anyways, I think that's it for our first Replay Tuesday match here. I think we're going to have these coming in weekly if all goes according to plan.
Yes, if all goes according to plan, we'll do this every Tuesday or have them ready for you by every Tuesday. And we look forward to scouring the cosmos for more excellent replays, more excellent matches. And we will see you next week with another pairing.
Thanks for coming out, Deckard. This is Red Rupee.
Thank you very much for carrying me, because I need a little practice.
My casting shoulders are broad. Worry not, it'll only get better going forward. Good luck hunting cores out there.
Signing off.